Hey everyone, I am doing a speech over pollution. This is my audience right here. That is Lena, Christy, Jamie, and Jathan. Every year, an estimated 9 million lives are lost to pollution. That is a higher mortality rate than that from wars, car accidents, violence, and many diseases combined. Most people don't think about that number when they throw something out their window, or leave trash in a parking lot, or dump oil in a drain. They see one small action, but that one small action becomes part of a massive global problem. Hi, my name is Bryson. I'm a freshman college student looking forward to learning more about how we can safeguard our environment from pollution. Back in high school, I was a member of the Beta Club. Part of what we did was community service. While picking up trash around my city, I realized just how common and normal it was. It was everywhere. People don't really notice it, but once you do, you can't unsee it. Pollution is a harmful substance contaminating water, air, soil, food, and even our bodies. What people do not realize is that the longer people ignore it, the worse the problem gets. Something as simple as picking up after yourself can truly make a difference. Today, I'm going to explain the main causes of pollution, how this issue affects our environment, and ways we can help slow this damage down before the issue becomes unsolvable. First off, we have to understand where pollution actually originates in order to slow it down. First, I'm going to explain the various forms of pollution we encounter. What are the types of pollution? There's multiple different ways of pollution, and all of them are bad. I would say air pollution and just plastic waste, land pollution would be the worst. Air pollution occurs when byproducts and chemicals make the air inadequate for breathing. This is one thing we do not see with our bare eyes most of the time, but it is there. The invisible poisons in the air eventually settle into our bodies and our lungs. Land pollution is when garbage and toxic contaminants get inside of the soil. This destroys natural minerals, nutrients, the fertility of the earth, and our drinking water. Water pollution is basically when plastic, trash, chemicals, or toxins build up inside rivers, lakes, oceans, and most importantly, our drinking sources. People say the word water pollution and think of giant floating trash islands. But really, the scariest kind of pollution is microplastics. These pieces are broken down into tiny little particles, and they're practically invisible, but they're just as harmful. There's more kinds of pollution. There is plastic, thermal, light, noise, and skyscraper lights, traffic noise, constant city growth. These all factor in. Next, the sources of pollution will be shown to depict the negative impact that is being created. What are the causes of pollution? Air pollution mostly comes from automobile exhaust, industrial smoke, and wildfires. All of these release harmful chemicals into the air. They will eventually settle into our bodies and the environment. Land pollution is caused by the throwing away of garbage, which deposits into the soil. It can destroy the environment, and it can hurt plants, humans, and animals. Water pollution is a similar type of pollution, but reaches places we have no easy way to fix. Once in the water cycle, trash spreads everywhere. Fish and other aquatic animals get caught, eat plastic, choke on trash, or die from unknown toxins. They can ruin the entire ecosystem if you're not careful. They've put out a ton of just little different types of fish. Other causes of pollution would be bright building light, planes, car lights, natural night cycles, the noise, that constant activity from huge populations, and the overall massive increase of plastic waste is everywhere. Now I'm going to talk about the effects of pollution. The most horrible health consequences due to air pollution are the development of asthma, breathing problems, lung complications, and major long-term issues. It takes hundreds of years for trash on land to break down. This means that if you threw something away today, it could be here centuries later, and it doesn't really ever go away if not taken care of properly. The soil from land pollution can become infertile, and the crops for farmers will not grow, animals will die, ecosystems will collapse, and it's all because of trash. Water pollution, it destroys aquatic life. Fish die, coral reefs will die, habitats will collapse, and even though oceans can look clean at times, especially from where you go, like popular beaches, it's really a big mess that you just cannot see. A real life experience is at work, I would say. We have DOT trucks, and all of these have to be deleted due to air pollution, because diesels create smog, which the soot from the engines can end up in the air, and it's just very harmful, and it can destroy everything in its way. But in conclusion, you now know the types of air pollution, the causes and the effects, and everyone generates waste, and it is involved one way and another, but we're the ones responsible to try to get rid of it, because no one else is here to do it for us. And we just need to pick up after ourselves and make this world a better place before it gets too bad and we can't stop it. Thank y'all.